This is the Renaissance area of my life. We are in the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and I'm claiming who I am within this culture. I am a cultural icon.
Stand on it.
Legend.
We done here. Yo, come take this mic off, yo. We out. I've just discovered that my kids hate what I name them, which is very disheartening to me. Seriously, you want to really change your name?
I do.
You actually,
because I really want to know,
officially,
like, what was in your mind when
your
you
name
named
is a nice name. Your name is Layna. It has a ring to it.
Okay, I go by Layna because Layna is very hard for people to pronounce.
What's difficult about Layna?
I mean, both our names are hard for people to
Cali?
pronounce regardless.
That is not
people don't get Cali though.
First of all, Cali is spelled like Raleigh, North Carolina.
And that's what you made me refer to people to.
Okay.
So now how I reference my name is, it's like Raleigh, like North Carolina.
Exactly, and that's what it is.
And
but
the people at Starbucks
they don't
care.
get it.
They
don't get
it. All right, let me finish telling you the story behind your name. Good friend of mine, Tupac. We were rookies in the game together. We came up in hip hop together. We were on our first tour, US tour together. Bonded, my brother. When he passed away, I took it rough. You can feel like you didn't do enough in a friendship sometimes when a friend passes away. However, when he passed away, I went out to California for whatever was gonna take place for him, whether it be a celebration of his life, a memorial. I was very sick that trip and couldn't understand why I was so sick until when I got home from that trip and discovered that I was pregnant. And I was pregnant with you. And so therefore, your name is Cali in respecting and remembering my friend Pac, because that is the person that I was out in California celebrating his life when I realized that I was pregnant with you. So that is why your name is Cali.
Where is the Raleigh come from?
Just because I wanted to spell it different. I didn't want to spell it C-A-L-I. And once again, I could give a good what the people at Starbucks think. Okay? So we can move on from this for what we were supposed to be talking about now.
It's okay. I love my name, but I was gonna change it so it could be easier on people because they
Change the spelling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I keep having to explain myself.
Yeah, the Shar gotta go.
Whatever. All right, I said my piece. I'm done with this.
Do you feel like us being, you know, the not celebrity children, but children of an influencer who has to move around
I
so
need you to
often?
Stop. No, I need
What?
you to stop.
What?
I need you to stop first. I'm gonna let you
What?
finish that. I'm gonna say this. I'm not an influencer, okay? I am a cultural icon.
Yes, you are.
I'm not even being facetious. This is the Renaissance area of my life. We are in the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and I'm claiming who I am within this culture. I am a cultural icon.
Stand on it.
Legend. Okay, so do you feel like, you know, you being a cultural icon mom, that you have played a part a lot in like our growing up with us moving around a lot? Like I've moved around so much in my life that I continuously have to keep starting over.
Do I feel like I could have did a better job in as far as
Stability.
keeping you guys stable and providing stability? Yes and no. Take into consideration me being within this culture. Sometimes it became a cross between, do I not take this position because I have to move? And me being a single mom at that time, it really wasn't up for debate. I had to sacrifice that. I wound up always moving to where the public schools were tip top. But if I had to do it all over again, honey, I would, because it was me and me.
Oh, okay. So I got a question.
Go ahead.
So are we moving again? I mean, even though I'm grown and I have my own
When
own
one
place,
of us move,
but
we all
yeah,
move.
we gotta stay in the same vicinity. So are we moving again?
No, I'm not moving again.
Okay.
Okay.
In the first half of my life,
Oh my
I didn't
God.
really get like the
in
celebrity
high school.
kid or feeling like I'm growing up hip hop. I was a regular kid.
Okay,
I mean, I
so-
still live regular life to this
Yes.
day, but it didn't.
everybody
It
was not.
didn't get like that for me. It started warming up in middle school, but still a lot of people didn't really know. And then high school was when people were like, "We just saw your mom." You have a lot more. I lived the regular life. I was a suburban
you
girl.
both lived the regular
That's
life.
We were normal, but it was like, we're like half normal, half celebrity kids. And it was weird. The first memory I have, I think I was probably 5. Faith Evans is a family friend of ours. That's Auntie Faye.
It's your brother's godmom.
Right. So We were at her house. Me and her daughter China are very close.
And I was filling in for Wendy Williams, I think, for like 2 weeks. So I had to drop you off over there at Faith's when she was living in Manhattan because it was convenient. And then I'd go from there and go to the station.
And I remember being like in her living room and me and China are sitting on the floor playing and the door opens. It's like a hallway. You could kind of see the door opens and somebody coming in. And it's this big guy with a sweatsuit on and black shades with like gold on them.
Versace shades.
I didn't know at that time. Like I didn't know. I just seen him coming. He's just sitting on the couch with shades. He asked me if I'm good. How am I doing? He's watching me and China play. And it wasn't until years later that I'm like, oh my goodness. Like I met Biggie. I didn't even know.
I can't believe you
But
remember that.
I really
I don't remember
it.
anything until I was about 8.
Like, I really remember that. It's vague, but I remember it.
I'm glad you do, though, because it allows you to understand a sense of what happens within the industry among a lot of us is we're family.
Yeah.
You know, it's Uncle Big and Auntie Faye.
That's fam, right? It never felt like anything other than family. It never felt like celebrity life or fame or anything like that. It was just, we're kicking it with our
Because I
people.
wanted you to appreciate the perk part of life. For you, I think there's a reversal in as far as maybe you not going to places, because you gotta remember, she was the firstborn. By the time I had 2, at that point, I was like, okay, I need some help. And I don't want to travel with the both of you. I want it to be more stable. I didn't want you guys to be celebrity kids, you know, like how people would consider celebrity kids. Like, I wanted to keep you grounded. I was raised very, very grassroots, you know what I'm saying? Very humble. So I wanted to do the same thing. You kind of tend to want to do with your family how you were raised. All in all, I'm glad that you guys came up the way you did and your siblings came up the way they did. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to be all on some, you know, it's us, it's me and my kids, and I'm Monie Love, and these are my kids, and blah, blah, blah. I've never been like that. We go to movies regular. We go out to eat, you know, we at Applebee's around the corner, regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that type vibe.
Okay, but what about when I wasn't a baby anymore? I lived a regular life.
True. Aside from us, all the circus trips and movie trips and things like that, what we would go on would all be perks from working at
She
Hot
don't know
97
that
or Pound
at that
105.1.
age. She didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but
at least it didn't cross over into that stage for you until high school. Like for me, I was so exposed to Hot 97 and the radio station and everything, to the point where it was like I had stuff in my room. Like I had like a little radio station toy that I could have my own frequency, and I would be like pretending I had a radio show. And the funny thing is, around that time, I think I was probably like 12. Around that time, there was a news station in New York, and they just kept looping music, like just playing music. I'm like so inquisitive, like why they keep playing music and I don't hear any personalities. So then I hear them say, oh, you know, we're looking for jockeys, we're looking for personalities. So I'm like, I know my mom is getting ready to leave and go to Connecticut for a radio station job.
Forgot about
and
that.
I didn't want to move there.
Oh, nah. If we would have moved to Connecticut.
No, it wasn't Connecticut. It was Boston.
And I didn't want to move to Boston. The New Yorker in me refuses. I heard that we were looking for talent, so I searched it up. I got the phone number. I left them a voicemail saying, my mom is Monie Love. You know, she's looking for a radio position right now.
See,
I went and I
celebrity kid.
Yeah, I gave her the information. She made contact with someone. What was his name again? And explain who he was.
Steve Smith.
Explain who he was.
Which is crazy because Steve Smith is the man that gave me my job at Hot 97 in the first place. He was the man that came along and flipped it from its original format to Hot 97, which became the flagship hip hop station in New York. And Steve Smith got another station to flip to be competition for Hot 97, which was Power 105.1. But when she was contacting them, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So by the time I actually went into the station for an interview after she did what she did, I came to realize it was Steve Smith. And once again, he was like, yep, signed, sold, you work here now. Totally giving you the job.
So Charlene got you the job.
She got me a job at Power 105.1, basically, to cut a long story short. No, that's no.
No, I deserve the belt.
Get your own. No.
I deserve
You made radio.
That was
Monie
an error.
Love.
No, she did.
Radio
I had
personality.
97.
Yeah.
But like,
She definitely was instrumental. And so the moral of the story is we didn't have to move to Boston.
I liked New
You're
York.
welcome.
I liked Jersey.
You're welcome.
That was my vibe. Suburban kid.
Well, if I may say so myself, I think I did a pretty decent job with you two.
Yeah.
And with your
did.
2 siblings. You had a pretty even balance between high life perks and you better sit there and do this doggone homework. Because I think it shows. You guys have a really good, well-rounded attitude about yourselves and how you carry yourselves. I'm proud of that. And we done here. Yo, come take this mic off, yo. We out.